So how does a hero, a celebrated national hero, become a murderous tyrant? What flips that switch that turns loyalty into pure, cold-blooded betrayal? We're about to dissect the anatomy of a truly epic fall, looking at the tragic story of Macbeth, a man who had literally everything and chose to throw it all away.
See, when we first meet this guy, Macbeth, he is not a villain, not even close. He is the savior of Scotland, a warrior with unbelievable bravery, coming fresh off a battlefield where he single-handedly saved his entire kingdom from a rebellion. He isn't just a good guy, he is, by every single measure, a hero.
And we're not talking about some clean, noble victory here. The battlefield reports are, well, they're shockingly brutal. He didn't just beat his enemy, he, and I'm quoting here, unseamed him from the nave to the chaps and stuck his head on the castle walls. Now, this is a really key detail. It shows us right from the get-go that this man has a huge capacity for violence. To King Duncan, this isn't savagery, it's loyalty. But for us, it's a dark hint of the bloodshed that's about to come.
So, at the start of our story, Macbeth's reputation is absolutely spotless. He is valiant, he is loyal, he is the hero of the hour. But all of that, it's about to change.
Because as Macbeth and his friend Banquo are riding home from the battle, the fog on the Scottish heath parts, and they run into something that's going to poison the very soul of our hero.
They meet three witches, and their very first words become the central theme for the entire play. Fair is foul, and foul is fair. It's basically a warning. The whole moral compass of this story is about to be completely shattered. What looks good is about to be evil, and what seems evil might be good. From this moment on, you can't trust anything you see.
The witches hit Macbeth with three prophecies, and each one is more jaw-dropping than the last. First, Thane of Glamis. Okay, he already is the Thane of Glamis, no big deal. Second, Thane of Cawdor, a major promotion he knows nothing about. And then the third one, the one that seems absolutely impossible, that he will be king.
And get this, before Macbeth can even process what just happened, messengers from King Duncan ride up. They tell him that the old Thane of Cawdor was a traitor and has been executed. And for his loyalty on the battlefield, the king has given Macbeth his title. He is now the Thane of Cawdor. Just like that, instantly, impossibly, the second prophecy has come true.
And with that, the real war is no longer in the fields of Scotland. No, the real war is now raging inside Macbeth's own mind.
This is the one question that just burrows into his brain and starts to poison everything. If those witches were right about him becoming Thane of Cawdor, then isn't their final prediction that he'll be king suddenly less like a crazy fantasy and more like a promise?
And this is what's so fascinating and so tragic about him. Macbeth isn't just some mindless, evil guy. When King Duncan announces that his son, Malcolm, is the heir to the throne, basically blocking Macbeth's path, Macbeth is totally aware of the darkness bubbling up inside him. He sees his own black and deep desires, and he's so horrified by them he actually asks the stars to go dark, so that not even the heavens can see the thoughts he's having.
This right here is the war for Macbeth's soul, laid out plain and simple. On one side, you have every reason not to do the terrible deed. Duncan is his relative, he's a guest in his home, and he's a good king. The moral arguments are overwhelming. But on the other side, there's just one single powerful force, what he calls his vaulting ambition.
So while Macbeth is wrestling with his conscience, a letter arrives at his castle, a letter for his wife, Lady Macbeth. And let me tell you, she has none of his moral hesitation. She is the steel that's going to sharpen his ambition into a deadly weapon.
The second she reads his letter, her reaction is instant. She doesn't celebrate his good fortune. She immediately diagnoses his weakness. She's afraid he's too full of the milk of human kindness to do what needs to be done to grab the crown. He might have the ambition, she thinks, but it doesn't have the guts. So she decides she's going to have to provide it for him.
And her solution is frankly terrifying. She actually calls on dark spirits, begging them to unsex me here, to strip away everything feminine, everything compassionate, anything that makes her human and nurturing. She asks to be filled from head to toe with the direst cruelty. She's literally trying to turn herself into a vessel of pure, remorseless evil.
So when Macbeth gets home, she's not just his wife anymore. She's the campaign manager from hell. Her instructions for when King Duncan comes to visit are simple and chilling. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it.
It's the witch's fair as foul theme, but now it's a direct order. The game is deception.
Okay, so the debate is just about over. The dark thoughts, the twisted desires, they're all hardening into an actual plan. The time has come for a final, bloody, irreversible decision.
But at the very last second, Macbeth wavers. He tells her he won't go through with it. And that's when Lady Macbeth unleashes her most powerful weapon, pure psychological warfare. She questions his love for her, she calls him a coward, and she attacks his very manhood, until all his moral defenses just crumble.
With his will completely broken, she lays out the cold, calculated plan. This isn't a dark fantasy anymore. It's a murder checklist. Step 1, drug the guards so they pass out. Step 2, use their own daggers to kill the king. Step 3, smear the blood all over the guards to frame them. It's airtight and it's brutally simple.
And that's it. The debate is over. I am settled. With just those 3 words, Macbeth seals his own fate. He is all in. He's committed to the murder, and he accepts the life of deception that comes with it, where a false face must hide what the false heart doth know.
Let's be crystal clear about what just happened. The brave warrior who fought and bled for his king is gone. In his place stands a conspirator, a man who is now ready to murder that very same king while he sleeps under his own roof.
So Macbeth has made his choice. He's traded his honor for ambition, his loyalty for a shot at power. The path forward is set in stone, but this leaves us with the one question that's going to haunt every single moment of the tragedy to come. What is the price of a crown when you have to pay for it with your own soul?